NBA's greatest players of all time. Who are the top 10? The 2019-2020 NBA season was in full swing before it was put on hold due to the effects of the coronavirus pandemic. With over 2 months of no games, fans across the globe were starving for basketball. Luckily, ESPN's The Last Dance documentary delivered. The 10-part film, on NBA legend Michael Jordan and the 1990s Chicago Bulls teams that won 6 championships, gave fans something to look forward to every Sunday night for several weeks while sports was on hold. Jordan is regarded by many as the greatest basketball player of all time. And in honor of one of the most iconic athletes in all of professional sports, we've decided to put together a list of the 10 greatest players in NBA history. This list takes everything into effect: NBA championships, all NBA teams, NBA All-Star appearances, individual awards and accolades, longevity, legacy and what they did for the NBA and the game of basketball. 10. Bill Russell. List of accolades: 11 times NBA champion, 5 times NBA MVP, 12 times NBA All-Star, 3 times All-NBA First Team, 8 times All-NBA Second Team, 1 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 4 times NBA Rebounding Leader, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 1975. Why is Bill Russell number 10? Russell, an 11-time NBA champion, is arguably the greatest teammate ever, as he proved to be a core piece of the Boston Celtics dynasty for all 13 years of his career. Russell never averaged 19 points per game in a season, and he shot 44% from the field and 56% from the free throw line over his career, but he was known for his shot blocking, rebounding and tenacious defense. Russell's 11 titles make him the winningest player in NBA history, and during his incredible run, he played with some all-time great players in Sam Jones, K.C. Jones, Tom Heinsohn, Bill Sharman, John Havlicek and Bob Cousy. Over his career, Russell won 5 NBA MVPs, which is tied with Michael Jordan for second all-time, only behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's 6 awards. Former Celtics player Don Nelson once told the Boston Herald, "There are 2 types of superstars. One makes himself look good at the expense of the other guys on the floor. But there's another type who makes the players around him look better than they are, and that's the type Russell was." 9. Larry Bird. Years played: Boston Celtics, 1979-1992. List of accolades: 3 times NBA champion, 2 times NBA Finals MVP, 3 times NBA MVP, 12 times NBA All-Star, 9 times All-NBA First Team, 1 times All-NBA Second Team, 3 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 1980 Rookie of the Year, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 1998. Why is Larry Bird number 9? Bird, the number 6 overall pick in the 1978 NBA draft, is one of the greatest players and shooters in league history. Bird, who won 3 championships with the Boston Celtics and was named NBA Finals MVP twice, was a 12-time All-Star in 13 seasons, and he was honored as the league's regular season MVP 3 straight seasons from 1984 to 1986. As of 2020, Bird is the only person in NBA history to be named Rookie of the Year, NBA MVP, NBA Finals MVP, All-Star MVP, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year. Bird entered the NBA during a time when the league needed a much-needed boost. Bird, and fellow rookie and Los Angeles Lakers legend Magic Johnson, rejuvenated the league and they brought the NBA to new heights in the 80s. Bird was the first player in NBA history to shoot 50% or better from the field, 40% on three-pointers, and 90% from the free throw line in a single season. Bird was also a member of the gold medal-winning 1992 Dream Team. Back in 2018, in a list of the 20 best players in franchise history, MSN Sports ranked Bird as the greatest Celtics player of all time. 8. Wilt Chamberlain. Years played: Harlem Globetrotters, 1958-1959. Philadelphia, San Francisco Warriors, 1959-1965. Philadelphia 76ers, 1965-1968. Los Angeles Lakers, 1968-1973. List of accolades: 2 times NBA champion, 1972 NBA Finals MVP, 4 times NBA MVP, 13 times NBA All-Star, 7 times All-NBA First Team, 3 times All-NBA Second Team, 2 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 1960 Rookie of the Year, 7 times NBA Scoring Champion, 11 times NBA Rebounding Leader, 1968 NBA Assists Leader, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 1979. Why is Wilt Chamberlain number 8? Chamberlain was the first center to do it all. While playing for the Philadelphia, San Francisco Warriors, Philadelphia 76ers, and eventually the Los Angeles Lakers, Chamberlain put together an unbelievable statistical career that is in a stratosphere of its own. He has a ton of NBA records when it comes down to scoring and rebounding. Chamberlain is the only player to score 100 points or more in a single game. He won 7 scoring titles and 11 rebounding titles, and he's the lone player in league history to average more than 30 points and 20 rebounds per game over an NBA career. He scored 50 or more points 118 times, 60 or more points 32 times, and is the NBA's all-time leading rebounder with 23,924 boards, which is a record that will never be broken. Chamberlain, a 2-time NBA champion, was a 4-time league MVP and was selected to 13 All-Star and 10 All-NBA teams. 7. Tim Duncan. Years played: San Antonio Spurs, 1997-2016. List of accolades: 5 times NBA champion, 3 times NBA Finals MVP, 2 times NBA MVP, 15 times NBA All-Star, 10 times All-NBA First Team, 3 times All-NBA Second Team, 2 times All-NBA Third Team, 8 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 7 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 1998 Rookie of the Year, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 2020. Why is Tim Duncan number 7? Duncan, nicknamed the Big Fundamental, is often regarded as the greatest power forward in NBA history. He was a back-to-back NBA MVP in 2002 and 2003, and a 5-time NBA champion with the San Antonio Spurs. Duncan was named to 15 NBA All-Star teams as well as 15 All-NBA and 15 All-Defensive teams. Duncan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar are the only 2 players in NBA history with 26,000+ points, 15,000+ rebounds and 3,000+ blocks. Duncan is also one of only 4 players to be recognized as an All-NBA first-team player in each of his first 8 seasons in the league, and he's the only player in NBA history to receive All-NBA and All-Defensive honors in the first 13 seasons of a career. Duncan is one of only 4 players to be the number 1 overall pick, and win Rookie of the Year, NBA MVP and Finals MVP. The other 3 players who accomplished those feats: Abdul-Jabbar, Shaquille O'Neal and LeBron James. 6. Kobe Bryant. Years played: Los Angeles Lakers, 1996-2016. List of accolades: 5 times NBA champion, 2 times NBA Finals MVP, 2008 NBA MVP, 18 times NBA All-Star, 11 times All-NBA First Team, 2 times All-NBA Second Team, 2 times All-NBA Third Team, 9 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 3 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 2 times NBA Scoring Champion, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 2020. Why is Kobe Bryant number 6? Bryant, who entered the league straight out of Lower Merion High School in Pennsylvania, spent his entire 20-year career with the Los Angeles Lakers, where he was a 5-time NBA champion and 2-time NBA Finals MVP. The Black Mamba was an 18-time NBA All-Star, second all-time only behind Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, 15-time All-NBA selection, tied with Abdul-Jabbar and Tim Duncan for the most all-time, and 12-time NBA All-Defensive honoree, which includes 9 All-Defensive first-team selections, tied with Michael Jordan, Kevin Garnett and Gary Payton for the most ever. Bryant, who has two jersey numbers retired by the Lakers, number 8 and number 24, is the all-time leading scorer, 33,643 points, in franchise history. Bryant, the first guard to play at least 20 seasons in the league, scored a career-high 81 points in 2006 against the Toronto Raptors, which is the second most points scored in a single game in NBA history. Wilt Chamberlain scored 100 points in a game back in 1962. In his final NBA game in 2016, Bryant scored an NBA season-high 60 points against the Utah Jazz in the Lakers' 101-96 victory. He became the oldest player to score 60-plus points in a game at 37 years and 234 days old. 5. Magic Johnson. Years played: Los Angeles Lakers, 1979-1991. Los Angeles Lakers, 1996. List of accolades: 5 times NBA champion, 3 times NBA Finals MVP, 3 times NBA MVP, 12 times NBA All-Star, 9 times All-NBA First Team, 1 times All-NBA Second Team, 4 times NBA Assists Leader, 2 times NBA Steals Leader, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 2002. Why is Magic Johnson number 5? Johnson, the number 1 overall pick in the 1979 NBA draft, was a star at point guard for the Los Angeles Lakers for 13 seasons. A 3-time NBA MVP, Magic Johnson made 9 NBA Finals appearances and won 5 NBA titles, which included a championship in his rookie season when he was honored as NBA Finals MVP. Johnson also participated in 12 NBA All-Star games, and was a 10-time All-NBA selection. Johnson's 11.2 assists per game average is the best in NBA history. He has the most assists in NBA playoff history, 2,346, holds a share of the single-game playoff record for assists with 24, and the NBA Finals record for assists in a game with 21. Johnson, the ringleader of the Showtime Lakers, was the master of no-look passes off the fast break, pinpoint alley-oops from half-court, spinning feeds, and overhand bullets under the basket through triple teams, according to NBA.com. In 2006, ESPN.com said that Johnson was the greatest point guard of all time, stating, "It could be argued that he's the one player in NBA history who was better than Michael Jordan." Johnson finished his career with 17,707 points, 6,559 rebounds, 10,141 assists, and 1,724 steals. There's no doubt about it that Johnson's rivalry with Boston Celtics legend Larry Bird is what took the NBA to new heights, and turned it into a global, multi-billion-dollar industry that the NBA is today. When Johnson's Lakers battled Bird's Celtics in the 80s, it proved to be one of the most famous and greatest rivalries in all of sports. 4. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Years played: Milwaukee Bucks, 1969-1975. Los Angeles Lakers, 1975-1989. List of accolades: 6 times NBA champion, 2 times NBA Finals MVP, 6 times NBA MVP, 19 times NBA All-Star, 10 times All-NBA First Team, 5 times All-NBA Second Team, 5 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 6 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 1970 Rookie of the Year, 2 times NBA Scoring Champion, 1976 NBA Rebounding Champion, 4 times NBA Blocks Leader, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 1995. Why is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar number 4? Abdul-Jabbar, a league record 6-time NBA MVP and record 19-time NBA All-Star, was a 15-time All-NBA selection, and an 11-time NBA All-Defensive honoree. He led the Milwaukee Bucks to the first championship in 1971, and after he joined the Los Angeles Lakers in 1975, he won 5 more titles with Magic Johnson. Abdul-Jabbar, the first player in league history to play 20 seasons, made 18 playoff appearances, and he played in 10 NBA Finals. His famous shot, known as the skyhook, is one of the greatest defensive scoring moves in league history because of the degree of difficulty it is for a defensive player. Back in 2006, Abdul-Jabbar told the Los Angeles Times that he learned the move in 5th grade, and he valued it because it's the only shot I could use that didn't get smashed back in my face. Abdul-Jabbar's resume certainly puts him in the conversation as the greatest player in league history. Detroit Pistons legendary point guard Isaiah Thomas once said in an article published in 2012 in the Chicago Tribune, "If they say the numbers don't lie, then Kareem is the greatest ever to play the game." And former Lakers head coach Pat Riley believes it as well. He said, "Why judge anymore? When a man has broken records, won championships, endured tremendous criticism and responsibility, why judge? Let's toast him as the greatest player ever." 3. Shaquille O'Neal. Years played: Orlando Magic, 1992-1996. Los Angeles Lakers, 1996-2004. Miami Heat, 2004-2008. Phoenix Suns, 2008-2009. Cleveland Cavaliers, 2009-2010. Boston Celtics, 2010-2011. List of accolades: 4 times NBA champion, 3 times NBA Finals MVP, 2000 NBA MVP, 15 times NBA All-Star, 8 times All-NBA First Team, 2 times All-NBA Second Team, 4 times All-NBA Third Team, 3 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 1993 Rookie of the Year, 2 times NBA Scoring Champion, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 2016. Why is Shaquille O'Neal number 3? O'Neal, a 4-time NBA champion and 3-time Finals MVP, is the most dominant force in league history. He's in the conversation of the greatest center of all time, alongside Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Hakeem Olajuwon, Bill Russell, and Wilt Chamberlain, but he played his best when it mattered most. If it wasn't for Michael Jordan and his 6 titles in 6 NBA Finals appearances, O'Neal may have been the greatest NBA Finals player ever. He was the Finals MVP 3 straight seasons from 2000 to 2002, and his per-game averages for the 2000 Finals against the Indiana Pacers consisted of 45 minutes played, 38 points, and 17 rebounds, and in the 2001 NBA Finals, when the Los Angeles Lakers squared off against the Philadelphia 76ers and center Dikembe Mutombo, who was considered the best defensive center of his generation, O'Neal's point and rebound totals in the 5 games were 44 points, 20 rebounds, 28-20, 30-12, 34-14, 29-13. He makes 6'11", 270-pounders look like they're not even there, said then Nets president of basketball operations Rod Thorne about O'Neal in 2001 to USA Today. "I don't know if we've ever had a player with the combination of quickness, strength, and size as Shaq. Bill Russell was finesse, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was elegant, very talented but not physical. Shaq whips you down, then dunks you through the basket." 2. LeBron James. Years played: Cleveland Cavaliers, 2003-2010. Miami Heat, 2010-2014. Cleveland Cavaliers, 2014-2018. Los Angeles Lakers, 2018-present. List of accolades: 3 times NBA champion, 3 times NBA Finals MVP, 4 times NBA MVP, 16 times NBA All-Star, 12 times All-NBA First Team, 2 times All-NBA Second Team, 1 times All-NBA Third Team, 5 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 1 times NBA All-Defensive Second Team, 2004 Rookie of the Year, 2008 NBA Scoring Champion. Why is LeBron James number 2? James, who entered the NBA out of St. Vincent St. Mary High School in 2003, is frequently in the greatest of all time discussion with Chicago Bulls legend Michael Jordan. Luckily enough for James, he still has a few years left in his career to cement his legacy. A 3-time NBA champion and 3-time Finals MVP, James has been named to 15 All-NBA teams, which is tied for the most in league history. James, along with Boston Celtics legend Bill Russell, won 4 NBA MVPs over a 5-year span. They are the only two players in the history of the NBA to do so. While playing for the Miami Heat and Cleveland Cavaliers, James led his teams to 8 straight NBA Finals appearances from 2011 to 2018. He holds the NBA record for most points in the playoffs, and he's third all-time in points and 8th in assists. In the 2016 NBA Finals, James led the Cavaliers back from a 3-1 series deficit against the Golden State Warriors and delivered Cleveland's first championship in 52 years. NBA analyst Brian Windhorst spent a large majority of his journalism career covering James, and he said in an ESPN article that, "No one has ever had as much hype as James has had to live up to, and James has delivered on every last drop." 1. Michael Jordan. Years played: Chicago Bulls, 1984-1993, 1995-1998. Washington Wizards 2001-2003. List of accolades: 6 times NBA champion, 6 times NBA Finals MVP, 5 times NBA MVP, 14 times NBA All-Star, 10 times All-NBA First Team, 1 times All-NBA Second Team, 1988 NBA Defensive Player of the Year, 9 times NBA All-Defensive First Team, 1985 Rookie of the Year, 10 times NBA Scoring Champion, 3 times NBA Steals Leader, Basketball Hall of Fame Class of 2009. Why is Michael Jordan number 1? Jordan won 6 NBA championships in 6 appearances, and the official NBA website states that, by acclamation, Michael Jordan is the greatest basketball player of all time. A 14-time All-Star, 5-time NBA MVP, 6-time Finals MVP, and 11-time All-NBA selection, Jordan became the first player in league history to win both the NBA Defensive Player of the Year award and NBA MVP in a career. Since then, the only players to achieve both honors are Hakeem Olajuwon, David Robinson, and Kevin Garnett. Both Jordan and Olajuwon are the only players to win both awards in the same season. Jordan led the NBA in scoring a record 10 times, and he's one of only 4 players, Kevin Garnett, Kobe Bryant and Gary Payton are the others, to make the NBA All-Defensive First Team 9 times. Jordan has the NBA record for the highest career regular season scoring average with 30.1 points per game, and the highest career playoff average with 33.4 points per game. In 1999, Jordan was named the greatest North American athlete of the 20th century by ESPN. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment and also turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever we drop our next video. Goodbye and see you later.